This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dig you IT geeks. This is Dre DeMatteo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT in the D.
So what happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly. Come on. What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the show.
Just where do you guys think you are?
The Library of Congress?
Detroit? Beyond the sun?
Any of those right?
Hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and you're listening to IT in the D. All you nerds out there.
Nerds?
Nerds.
Nerds! What is a nerd?
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
Bob loves it in the can. You're in your underwear, I'm in my underwear. Hey, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
That's why I like it in the can.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, John Kreese from the Karate Kid movie, and you're listening to IT in the D.
This is a bad idea.
Hey guys, this is Time Hawk, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. You're listening to the IT and D Show.
I may have to wipe the geek off.
Hi, I'm Brittany Daniel from The Game, and you're listening to IT in the D.
Hey, Jerry Slater. Hey, Jerry Slater.
It's really good.
Hey, Jenny Slater.
The dirt monster is in full effect here.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
I used to hang out at the Magumbo Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come! Shut up!
This is Robert Hayes, Ted Stryker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo Bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Pickle in the PBR.
I don't know who brought that bell in, but Bob's got a new toy.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
My job is to make sure this program is morally upright and cultural and wholesome.
Shut up, Mimsy! Shut up, Mimsy! Shut up, Mimsy!
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT and the D Show. Tough guy! Ho!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
And we are live. Welcome to the IT and the D Show, episode 65. We are sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. As always, this show is brought to you by Logicalis and Quantum. Find them online, us.logicalis.com. Quantum Storage is at quantum.com. This show is hosted to you by Bob the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. Find us online, itandthed.com. Facebook/IT&D, Twitter/IT&D, all that good, happy hoo-ha. And we have a full studio, and everybody's looking at their phones. We have a full studio today. We got
Everyone's being antisocial.
Return offender. We got Billy Strada here from Social Coop Media. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, happy to be here.
And we got a first-time offender. We got Kevin Crayson here from Biznet. Appreciate you coming on down.
Oh, boy. This is going to be fun.
Fun.
Wait, control your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
No, that was honest. There's enthusiasm.
It's okay. Just want to make sure.
Well, you made it here, so that's 9/10 of the battle.
And, and we're in Detroit because you hear what they say about that city, right? It's
Hey, now come on.
Oh, I love
Detroit.
the city. That was me telling you, I love it.
Well, there's no more slow roll, so it's traffic's okay.
Oh, there it
Yay.
goes. Why? Because it got too cold.
Grumpy old man.
I do. I'm not grumpy. There's nothing that comes of riding a bike in the street. There's nothing that comes of that. There's nothing good can come of 3,000 people riding the bike through traffic.
Yeah, but
except for people coming to the city and discovering the city
for the first time and not knowing where they're going,
and then putting their bikes back on their trailer and
driving
going back
around
home.
the city at night.
The population actually goes up during a storm.
Well, yeah. Have you met us?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
I'll go to Detroit, but only if it's with a group of people. I'm not going by myself.
And my bike glows in the dark.
Just go on the weekend.
Not everybody can be as sassy as you.
I want to have fluorescent rims.
You're sassy.
Nice.
So episode 65, what in the hell's going on?
Well, so I guess let's handle some business. So just to cover things off. So our phone number, in case anybody wants to call in, Joel, we already know you're listening, is 313-462-0107. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/IT in the D.
What was that
on
again?
Twitter at IT in the D. Everything we do is out at itinthed.com.
Umlaut.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're drinking
Hashtag schwa, whatever. We are drinking from Falling Down Beer.
Delicious.
I made it over there Saturday.
This is the mother cluster.
Mother cluster.
Later, I made it over there Saturday, later than I've ever made it there before. I got there at 9 o'clock. It was a rough weekend.
Nice.
But yes. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so hot. Oh, I had to go to Falling Down.
I had to rush to get
It's-
beer for our show so we could sit here and drink. Yeah, life was rough.
How hard can it possibly be for him to open up on a Sunday for just 15 minutes?
How many times have you heard me bring that up to him?
Every time. Every single time.
But no, we do love Mark over at Falling Down, and we're going to
Yes,
be there
we
for
do.
our December event. Talking about events, we have our event coming up next Thursday out at Stray Cat Lounge.
20th.
Yep, that's going to be it's at 18 in Garfield. It's at the corner of a little strip mall on the west side.
Tough to find, but wow, is it a great place.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
great little.
it's like a little
cigar-
hidden gem. I love
yeah,
it.
Great little cigar.
Fantastic
martini and
location.
jazz bar. Life's good.
Yeah, it's the old Robustos people from Gross
Yep.
Point, if you're not familiar with.
Yeah,
I still
good
think it's a
times.
contender for our remote location for a broadcast up
Dude,
on the stage with a
parking up
with
on that stage.
Oh.
Yes, I'm all in.
table, remote unit,
I
couch, maybe a three lazy boys.
Well, and Jen Westwood,
No pun intended.
from here. She does a show here, and she's a musician, and she runs the music nights there on a lot of Thursdays.
Why are we not
and they
funding
have a
this?
great time. Yeah, exactly. Why are we not partnering with them?
One of the bartenders from Duffy's actually works there now. I saw her on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. They were looking. It's a
Yeah.
great place to hang out.
Yeah.
And then
Plus they got
Wednesday
good food.
night, yeah, and then the steak bites. Hello, yeah. And then Wednesday night, we'll be talking. We're going to a chamber event.
How
which
did you
still
leave
makes
it?
us laugh.
How did you get us to do this, Billy?
Beer.
That's right. I'll buy you guys a beer. All right, fine.
All right, we're in.
At the Detroit Chamber offices, right?
Yep, with Social Media Club Detroit, we'll be going to talk about how not to suck at LinkedIn.
How do they approve
I
that?
totally forgot about that. We paid them lots and lots of money, and I told them that you guys would be nice and give people real tips.
You realize that's not how it works,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
We're always about just the tip.
Isn't that how you get a Cranes article these days anyway?
Every time, I just love to come in and set them up so you guys can knock them down.
Billy, it really is low hanging fruit.
It
I mean,
is.
come on.
I mean, I threw you a softball.
But yeah, so that's going on Wednesday night. That, like everything else, again, it's out on our Facebook page, our meetup group. Everything is out on our website as well. So that's kind of our agenda for the next week or so. From the what's going on around the Google Tubes perspective.
Bunch of crap today.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. The story that I think is, from a backfire perspective, is awesome. So the state of Washington decided they were going to be open and transparent with all of their data and all of their filings and all of their everything. And
Never a good idea.
And that all went well until someone figured out, hey, strippers in the state of Washington have to fill out a dance card that contains all of their personal information. So I can file a request and get the real name, address, phone number, and
It's like
all
filing a
information.
1099 form for your business.
Yes.
I mean,
for all
everything's
of the strippers
discoverable.
at every club in the area, and that's what he did. So there's been like
So you get Freedom of Information Act on
it's
stripper
not,
cards?
dude, it's not freedom. It's not even freedom of
No,
information.
it's
openly
public-
published.
it's public
Oh,
knowledge.
my God.
So now all of the strippers have gotten together and got an emergency stay, so that the
Well, now they're gonna
information's
form a
not being
union.
right? So that it's not being published out just yet. That this guy can't get access to it, but it's
Can you people just let them dance in peace? Why you gotta let them?
because there's always that guy, Bob.
bless.
You and I both know there's always that guy.
They're doing such a service to humanity, and here you gotta go messing the whole thing up.
Yeah, why? This is why we can't have nice things.
It's not. Just let them be.
Define nice things.
Like, not one time as a girl goes, "What's your name?" Cinnamon. Nice to meet you, Cinnamon.
Right.
Not once am I like, "No, what's your real name?" I don't care. I don't.
That
know.
guy will get escorted out of the club
Right.
faster.
I had faith once, but it turns out that was
I
just
let
your
my inner
stripper
rock
name.
come out. It doesn't matter what your name is. I mean, just what does he want to prove? What does this clown want to prove by doing this? I missed this article, so I don't
I'm
know.
not sure what he wants to prove, but I'm
That it can happen,
but what
actually.
no, I'm quite sure. Looking at the photos that accompanied the article, I'm quite sure this guy is the quiet guy. Mostly keeps to himself.
He's got a
Clown suit,
vendetta.
clown suit, crawl space. He's the guy that really thinks the dancers are there for him and not about the dollars. That's that. Yeah.
Well, but it's not like he gains advantage by doing this.
He finds out where they live and what their real names are.
Oh, then he finds out what coffee houses they like, and then he.
Or what daycare they go pick their kids up at.
Do you think he needed the Freedom of Information Act to allow him to do this?
No,
that's the whole point. That's the point.
He figured it out already.
All right. What else?
He followed him home.
Yeah.
A year ago.
What else we have?
Well, we've got Disney dropping the heavy hand of the hammer on Empire Brewing Company.
Oh, that's the whole Lucasfilm thing.
Yeah.
Is
because-
it Disney doing it or
Well, it's
Lucasfilm doing it?
Lucasfilm,
I mean,
but it's
Disney.
yeah, it's a wholly owned subsidiary. I have to ask a question: is it actually Disney doing it now that they own it, or is it Lucasfilm?
I don't understand that there's no difference. They are one and the same now.
Well,
What a great name for beer, though.
Yeah, so Empire Brewing came out with a beer called Empire Strikes Bach.
a long time ago.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing.
Oh, come on!
But
You're
here-
gonna let that hang out there?
In a galaxy far, far away, yeah. But no, I mean, like everything was fine and good until Empire Brewing went and tried to file a trademark for their Empire Strikes Bach beer.
Wait!
Stupid.
We have some experience in this, don't we?
Right.
Hold on. This is why you fail.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It's stupid. Why don't you just sell your beer?
It was I who allowed you to file that trademark.
And now, young Skywalker.
No, because when this came out, I'm like, well, wouldn't they be pissed at like Spaceballs and Hardware Wars and all the parody films?
This is nothing new.
But nobody's trying to file trademarks.
Right. And
That's
really
why
what
I
it
mean,
comes down to.
Idiots.
Obviously, I know there's no difference nowadays with the whole Lucasfilm Disney thing, but that's why I was asking. Like, is it the whole long arm of the law with Disney, or is it Lucasfilm getting their panties in a bunch with the whole intellectual property?
Well, I don't
if
think-
it's Disney, I can.
I don't think Lucasfilm, dude. If Disney bought Lucasfilm, Lucasfilm doesn't own any copyrights that don't belong to Lucasfilm now, or that don't belong to Disney now. That's how that works.
What would
bought
they
them.
stand to gain by trademarking that?
They're just all it is.
Well,
it's,
I'm sure what was going on
it's
is that
bad press,
there's
regardless.
Well, no, there's a lot of people out there like us that are like, hey, that's a really cool name for a beer. I've got a brewery. I'm going to start a beer called Empire.
They're trying to
Strikes
set a
Bach.
precedent, right? Because
And so they wanted to trademark it.
didn't the bottles have like the silhouette of a stormtrooper helmet?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously that's obvious.
Yeah.
Right. I mean that's kind of crossing the line.
Well, but how would you? Why wouldn't you? You know, if you're going to create a beer,
because
called
you can make it
Empire
a little
Strikes
bit more
Bach.
subtle and have like some sort of vague symbol.
Yeah, but you guys were saying that they were fine up until they decided to trademark it. Like
Right.
Disney, Empire.
They were flying
like,
under the
let them
radar.
go.
They were flying under the radar.
Why ruin a good thing then?
That's what I'm saying.
They got greedy.
Yeah.
I would say let's think
Greedy
of other Star
you
Wars
are.
beer names online, but it'll take way too long.
We could have an entire show on that.
I'm trying. Luke, I am your lager. Sorry,
That's awesome.
I'll be here all week. I got nothing.
Try the
else.
fish.
I got nothing else. No, exactly.
You got to do the slow clap for that one.
I would have. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Try the veal.
Beer all week. Try the veal. Don't forget the tip. The hardest working wait staff in the galaxy.
I swear I didn't have that prepped. I swear.
Oh, absolutely. You've been thinking about that all day.
No, it just came to me.
Whatever, dude.
What's next? No, there's a big one coming out right now. I know we don't talk about politics, but I think we got to hit this one.
Can we not talk about politics?
No, it's not really politics. Net neutrality. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's more of a tech thing than a politics thing. Yeah.
Well,
the internet should be classified
as a
utility.
Well, okay, so hold on. Let's do some backstory. FCC chairman, former telecom lobbyist.
Shocker.
Is in favor of abolishing net neutrality. So
Shocker.
now, but who appointed him? The White House.
Shocker.
So now the White House is coming out saying we stand by net neutrality. FCC is going to fight it till their death. And now what?
This is internal politicking. Let them fight it out.
They want internet to be
two men enter, one man leave.
They want the internet to be classified under the Telecommunications Act.
Well,
right?
I think
it's a global thing.
All of us here.
U.S.
in Detroit,
doesn't own it.
Well, we don't own.
The U.S. does own it. And I'm sorry, that's one of those things that I will fight with my dying breath.
What's
we
that?
created it, we invented it, we allow the rest of the world to use it. But every time these conversations come up about ICANN and we want to decentralize control from the United States, screw you, go build your own. If you're not happy with the way the U.S. is running things on the internet that we created, kiss my ass.
Jeff, if
go
the
build
US
your own.
So how does that relate to this whole net neutrality thing with when other countries are for or against it?
You play by our rules. Period. End of story. And if you don't like it, go build your
build
freaking
your
own.
Jeff, if the naps go down in the U.S., it's all coming down.
No, I totally get it. And I agree with Dave. There's no argument here. I'm just trying to make conversation that it's not just a national thing, right? I mean, there's other global players.
Well,
but to your point, they are using it's like all the cable providers or telephone companies using all of the hardware that Ameritech and AT&T spent decades laying and stringing across telephone lines. They're using the same freaking hardware.
Right.
If you don't like it, go freaking lay your own hardware.
Go build your own infrastructure and be done with it. That's totally fine.
Right.
Well, but I mean, but the issue that I have with this in particular, though, is, and I think everybody here in the Metro Detroit area will get this, so we just went through all that nonsense with, well, the UN came to town because water is a basic right, because it's a utility, and you don't actually have to pay your water bill because, well, water should be free.
So
then if internet access is classified as a utility, does that then mean that internet access has to be free?
It's not a basic human. Electricity's never been.
It's the next logical step in that mindset.
No, well, electricity's not a basic human right.
No, it is not. Nor is water.
But what
utility that is.
Right.
And then, well, but like I said, I mean, who thought we were going to see, marches and protests and all that nonsense about people not having to pay their water bill?
That worked out well for them.
Yeah. How far did that go?
Yeah, they're back to running shutoffs again, which is, well, kind of how it should be.
Kind of how commerce works, actually.
Insert slow clap.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No, is this, politicking by saying, hey, make it a utility, because it's a great thing for the White House to come out in favor of it because nobody wants that,
Well, and realistically, I mean, they're more talking about it from a utility perspective when they're talking about they want to be able to regulate it and they want to be able to keep net neutrality in place.
But they want it open so the ISPs don't choke,
right,
or pick favorites. Or
all right, so I'll be honest with you guys. I'm already kind of confused with the whole pro-con thing. Like already, I'm noticing my Netflix slower.
Right.
And I don't know if that's throttling by charter, because my ISP is charter from cable TV and all that
if
stuff.
it's basic supply demand,
or if it's basic supply and demand of the pipe, right? So who's to blame? Like, where do I point my finger? And it's fuzzy right now. Admittedly, it's fun because I'm in tech and I'm confused, right?
Well, an interesting way to test that out is hook into a VPN connection, whether it's one of the open SSL ones or one of the open ones or anything like that.
Yeah,
and then
see what the burst speed is,
and then connect to Netflix. Because,
boom.
I mean, that's where a lot of people are proving that it's their ISP that's throttling it.
I honestly,
Jeff, it's the same principles if everybody took a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, I totally get that. Like,
You know.
but
Yeah, but you guys remember when
but you know what?
Netflix-
It never used to be that way, and all of a sudden, like within the last 6 months, all of a sudden, like it's slower.
That's not a
it's
conspiracy
conceivably
theory.
slower.
Netflix had to pay Comcast millions of dollars for them to open up the floodgates for
Whether
them.
they had to or not, they did.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that they had to. It's
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin.
Verizon was proved to be choking, and they got in a world of hurt.
AT&T did as well.
No, so I mean, like I said, I mean, from a regulation standpoint, I don't, and I was actually having this conversation with Anita when the news story came on about it, where she was like, oh, this seems like a good thing. It's regulation, and it'll keep them from doing this. And I'm like, yeah, this is one of those road to hell is paved with good intentions thing where, it sounds good when they put those points up. But when you start talking about the backside of it where, okay, well, if it's a utility and it's a basic right and everybody demands access and yada, 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 okay, then is it something that should be free and not have, you don't have to pay for it? And what does that do to the Comcast and everybody else?
It'll make it worse.
I want my free internet.
Right.
How can I survive?
My free internet is not fast enough because that complaint will happen.
Well, and actually,
Oh, speaking of that, you know what's really funny? Remember back in like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I don't remember exactly when, Auburn Hills was supposed to open.
Yeah, the municipal Wi-Fi. Yeah.
No, it was the entire Oakland County.
It was Oakland County project, but Auburn Hills kicked
You
it
remember
off.
that, Rick?
I do.
Yeah. Well, they were saying you're only going to get 256K, right?
Well, that was
And
before
they were gonna
everyone
sell-
realized high speed was fast.
Yeah,
It was a thing.
It was
Yeah.
freemium, but they said if you want like a T1 speed, you got to pay.
Yep.
Well, to this day, Auburn Hills City Council people will get into city council meetings and go, how do you get your free internet? Like to this day, it's been like 8 years. And people are still going, where's my free internet? Well, how come I don't have it?
That expectation is still there. That entitlement mentality has already, that seed has already been planted.
Yeah. Muni Wi-Fi.
That's the problem. Like as soon as you give it away for free, they're going to say, "Why isn't it faster? My kid can't download SpongeBob fast enough."
Right.
Where's my free Wi-Fi?
That's going.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Well, and I mean,
damn it! I run a business. Why can't I get free Wi-Fi?
No,
What the hell?
So
It's expensive.
The interesting side of this,
Somebody's
got to
pay for
we
it.
had I forget who it
Socialism.
was that we had in here from Comcast.
Let those 1%ers pay for it.
What was it, like 10 episodes ago?
Yeah.
We
Comcast,
talked, Comcast and the
Yeah, it's a
Internet
little
Essentials
figure
and all that
behind you.
stuff.
He was
Yeah.
good. He was good.
Well, yeah, but so now Comcast has pulled out of the Metro Detroit
not a very
area,
manly thing
and
to
they've
do.
moved. And yeah,
They didn't. Wait. They didn't get enough people to sign up for that program he was talking about.
No, I mean like from a headquarters perspective, like they've moved their offices out of this area. And
Why?
so there's all this question. There are a lot of questions now because now they've put this other company, like this kind of shell, in charge of that program, and it may or may not continue moving forward. So I mean, like we just had
That's the first step of cancellation.
right. So I mean, we had this guy, talking about, $9.95
Well, that just tells
a
me
month,
that
and,
nobody
like,
was
it's great.
nobody was signing up for it. That's
I
all
ordered
that
the materials.
Well, either that or too many people were, and they realized what a loss. That it was just
Statistically, this device is.
It's a phone, Kevin. We're on radio.
You're right. You're right. That is the internet access point of the average inner city resident.
Right.
Yeah.
And will continue to be.
Yeah, this program was if you're on like free lunch or reduced lunch, Comcast was giving you home access for $9.99 a month.
They don't have computers.
Well, they were giving you, I think, $100
No,
laptop or something.
It was a set-top box connection to the internet plus a basic computer that would allow you to surf the web.
The
and
computer
have
was like
basic
$100 or something.
It was a basic, crap pack, whatever.
That's
So
not bad, but this is their device.
But I presented it. It's funny if that goes away. 'Cause I'll look like an idiot because I presented it to my kid's school.
Yeah, I know.
Half the school's on free lunch, so I figure, hey, it's a good program. They're trying to raise money, so here I am going, hey,
found this thing.
Yeah, now it's going away. Wah,
But I wouldn't feel bad about that because a lot of those programs that people present never see the light of day because somebody's going to be a naysayer out there, even if you were all behind it. Somebody's going to say, "Nah, I got a better idea." And then that idea will never come to
So those
fruition.
people want it for $9.99 a month.
Yeah, it's like the 7-minute abs. Somebody's going to come out with 6-minute abs.
Exactly. So what's the last? We got time for one more. What's another good one?
Well, so we've got the National Science Foundation.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
And God bless their souls.
No, God bless my taxpayer dollars.
They have gone and funded $919,000 in
you,
money.
You, and me have funded.
Right. $919,000 in grant money to study Not how to make the internet faster.
No.
Not how to make communication more effective over the internet.
Not how to fight diseases.
Not how to fight diseases. Not how to keep Ebola from showing up in Dallas. No. The National Science Foundation has spent $919,000 studying how memes
work
spread across the internet.
No.
Yes.
They could just call me.
Yes.
I can tell them.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
no. You would charge them because that's how commerce works.
I tell them for $100,000.
I'd have done it for $100,000.
$118,000.
For the low price of $800,000, I'll tell you.
Tell me that story came from The Onion.
No.
No.
This is
.gov.
I will send you the link to the grant paper.
It's a .gov.
It is.
Yeah.
This is a real thing.
They have
me the
spent
link to the grant
900
application.
Because Billy, I had the same thought. I'm like, dude, this is a freaking joke. Like somebody's like making fun of the NSA or something. He's like, no, it's not the NSA. It's the NSF. It's the National Science People.
Send me all the grant paperwork.
Billy's locking himself in the basement this weekend, writing grant papers.
Copy paste replace. Copy paste replace. Copy paste replace. What?
I was absolutely floored.
Billy's got a good idea. Why don't we do that?
Right, exactly. Why are we not doing these?
Yeah, it's on nsf.gov. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to put it on Twitter at twitter.com/IT in the D hashtag.
Umlaut.
But I'm going to put this out right now. This is the from where discoveries begin.
So
the National
ridiculous.
Science. I'd love to read it, but it's like way too long. But it's a joke.
Yeah, no, literally, it boils down to they're tracking how memes spread across the internet because that's something worth spending almost $1 million so far.
Yeah,
So
like if it was
laughs and they hit share. End of story.
At the end, right? Like what research had to go into that?
Like I can understand the NSA tracking memes that are like anti-government.
Yeah, or looking into them for like steganography,
right?
Things that are,
Exactly,
like,
some sort of cryptography,
right?
Like that, I can understand.
Yeah,
I would tell you what.
Really giving
tell you what, I'll pay extra tax dollars for that effort.
Grumpy
But
Cat
for
is
this
actually
frickin'
hiding
thing-
kitty porn.
Right,
I don't
exactly.
mind that.
But us memeing Bob holding his phone up to his ear, that doesn't require NSF grants.
Right, Bob with beer drooling out of his mouth at our pink slip party
No.
did not require $919,000.
But it did.
But it did.
But it got it. Right.
I'll give it.
Ian says it's not lupus. That's like one of the 6 diseases that you get and you laugh at. Like, what do you got? I got lupus. I got Lyme disease.
I got memes.
I got memed.
I got the memes.
All right. Well, we're coming up against a break. We'll be back with Kevin Crayson from Biznet, and this is the IT and the D Show.
We'll be right back.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
We actually have our guests laughing at us now. Kevin, get in here. Sit down.
The show's brought to you by Logicalis and Quant.
I'm still kind of in the same space.
Well, you're still in IT.
And
IT,
well,
yeah.
but the vision's still the same.
All right.
The
Well, thanks
vision-
for joining us.
The vision's still the same. The vision is still to help companies navigate internet stuff better.
Is that on your business card?
Probably.
How to make
I don't
we
know.
make stuff better.
That's what we
There's a
do.
lot of truth to it, though. I mean, if you think about it, like if you don't change and if you rest on your laurels, your company fails, right? So I mean, if
We're
you're
on like our 7th business plan, so it's.
But I'm saying that, like, if you're
Well, you're adapting, right? You're adapting to whatever your customers
constantly
need.
Changing, change. I tell people we're a 20-year startup. It feels like that sometimes. You know,
you'd get mocked if you were in Silicon Valley.
No, honestly, I mean,
I do it for fun, though. You know,
Right.
Hey, if you pay your bills and you're having fun every day of your life, you win.
But that's the thing now, right? Starting is easy. Staying in business is hard, right? So you're proving that you can adapt, you can change, you can respond to whatever market needs that are out there.
I heard once that the average business lasts 7 years. I think something like
That's
that.
less than that.
That's
actually.
long, yeah.
Is that long?
Less than that.
And so we're on year 20.
But you guys were never a staffing agency, right? Like you were never a contract
No,
house,
we
like
did a lot of
placing
project
people.
work. No, we've
it
done
was
a lot
all
of staffing.
project-based work.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it was just a bunch of nerds playing, really.
Yep.
I mean, that's what we did.
Yep.
We got into internet marketing. I'm still pretty into internet marketing.
Yeah. So what in the hell you said?
Personalized lead nurturing.
Hello.
Personalized lead nurturing.
Personalized lead nurturing.
It's getting deep in here.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
So-
getting deep.
All right, so there's this.
Talk me through this.
There's this old adage. John Wanamaker, American statesman, in the 1890s, said 50% of my advertising is wasted. The problem is I don't know which 50%. And so that has held true for over 100 years. And it's basically because marketing is really hard to quantify, and has been for a really long time,
Yeah.
until the internet. Until the internet changed the way everybody buys everything, right? So now
You mean if you buy a billboard, you don't know how many people bought?
People drive
saw
by.
it?
You can't quantify that,
right?
So no, you really don't.
So I know,
You
I'm just
can
being
guess, and you certainly don't know how many of them are 22 or female.
Now, you didn't go on for the personalized lead nurturing. That didn't come from DAC.com, did it?
I don't know what that is. So
It's
no.
the BS generator?
The bullshit generator.
No.
They give you 3-letter jargon phrases.
No, I'm sorry, it did not. That is the most
How
concise.
can you not know what that is?
I don't know, because I'm busy.
That's a good excuse,
I'm
actually.
busy.
That's
I got
that's
other
actually
stuff.
the best
I
excuse
have
I've ever
other
heard.
websites to serve.
Well, we don't want to talk about those right now.
Okay.
This is a kid show.
Yeah.
So what do you? I mean, so what are you doing then? Are you capturing demographic data?
So, here's how I look at it. If you had a crystal ball, as a marketer, if you had a crystal ball and you could look at your prospect from the very beginning of awareness all the way down to the I'm ready to buy, and you could give them the right nudge with the right information at the right time, you'd win every time, right?
If you bottled that up, you'd be a billionaire.
So that is the objective of marketing automation. And that's
Okay.
what we do. And it takes a lot of listening and paying attention. And frankly, the old way of pushy sales is over, and it's all about education.
Oh, absolutely.
And so what you do is you provide the right information.
Lifelong
at the right time.
sales here guy can confirm.
Dude, I'm in sales.
Yeah,
That's what
everybody
I do.
is. Everyone's in sales, no matter what you
even
say.
if they don't realize it.
Well, and if they don't, they lose. But if you
Yep,
realize it,
exactly.
you win.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if I could tell you what you wanted to hear when you wanted to hear it, I'd win every time.
So Kevin, answer me this: a lot of the process is, I don't know, like when I went and bought a car. When I go to the store and buy beer, why'd you buy Labatt over Molson? Oh, like there's a lot of that.
I don't care why.
No, but there's a
I
lot
just
of
wanna
that.
know what you did.
But there's a lot of that in purchasing, though, right? Where
Well-
it's not really that educated of a process, right?
So Seth Godin is one of my fans, big marketing guy.
Yeah.
Lots of books and shit.
Yahoo.
He talks about permission marketing versus
just blind marketing.
Yeah, well, there's a word for it. It's interruption marketing. And the problem with interruption marketing is you interrupt me all day long. Eventually, it becomes white noise.
Yeah.
And if
Hello,
you wanna
banner
get
ad.
through, if you really want to get to what's going on if you want a piece of my conscious thought, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You want a piece of my conscious thought, you got to earn it. And
But
you
isn't
gotta-
that how Facebook was successful? I said I'd like Jägermeister, then Jägermeister blows is at my feed.
Tribes. I mean, I was getting it.
Yeah.
So
Way to
Seth
steal
Godin
his
wrote a book
thunder,
called
Bob.
Tribes.
Sorry,
And it's all
Kevin.
about being in the tribes where you're everybody wants to be liked. At the end of the day, everybody wants to be liked.
Yeah.
You know,
Be a part of something.
Sure, same thing. Yeah, be accepted, understood.
Yeah.
You know, and so marketing automation allows us to listen to what people are saying, much in the social media realm, to what people are thinking and feeling, and guide them and give them the answers to the questions they ask when they ask them. And if you do it right, you win. You sell your product. Because a good company solves a problem. Right? Anybody who sells anything should be solving a problem.
Yep.
If they're not solving a problem, get them out of my life. If they're BS products,
Yeah, don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. But if they're good products, they rise to the top thanks to all the review websites and the internet. I mean, we've got the closest to transparency that we've ever had. Obviously, we got a long way to go because there's still. I'm a conspiracy theorist, I admit it, but. We're getting closer, right? We're getting closer, and that's why net neutrality is an enemy of the state, right? It depends on which side you're on, but you understand.
I mean, when you talk about the reviews and all that, I take those. Some people take them literally. I take them with a grain. Like I'll look, like when I'm out of town. Like I always use Yelp when I'm out of town looking for a place to go eat, and if it's 2.5 stars, I probably won't even go. But understanding that people are only going to usually review, like we always say, Everything's absolute, right? We were talking about this in the bar.
Ones or fives.
Yeah, there's no shade of gray
There's nothing
on Yelp at all. It's either 1 or 5.
So we're talking about sports, and we're talking about the Lions and the Tigers and all that. I'm like, they win one week, they're going to the Super Bowl. They lose the next week, fire everybody. And it's the same thing with Yelp. It's like, it's the best thing I ever ate, or it was horse manure. There's no in between.
1 star, 5 star.
Yeah. You know,
no in between.
I didn't get an extra ketchup packet. 1 star. This place sucks my ass. I mean,
wanna be heard.
I think that's the point.
And there are happy people and sad people.
Like I read.
There's
Reddit.
a lot of people on the internet that
that's
have
one of
way
the
too much
reasons-
time on their hands
I'm
too.
telling you, I don't
way
have enough
too
time
much
to complain
time.
about everything.
Well,
No.
and that's one of the reasons
It's a
why
full-time
I don't use
job.
Yelp. I generally go to Foursquare to when I'm out of town to see, because I felt like Foursquare just had a little more. It was a little more neutral.
Well, Billy, what's the new one? The Swarm thing?
It's Foursquare though. They
Yeah,
split.
it's still Foursquare. It's just the check-in version.
They didn't. It's still the same. Okay, they didn't
Right,
split
so
it.
it's
I stopped using them. Talk to me about that real quick, Billy. Because I stopped using them when they split. I didn't like it.
Yeah, so what I see there is they were really looking for a way to get out of. I mean, there's no money in check-ins, but there's money in the data, right? So Foursquare is the underlying data between. So if you're using Instagram and you want to share your location, that information comes from Foursquare. So they just didn't see them being able to make money focusing on that. So they started to pivot to be more like Yelp.
Wait, but so doesn't Facebook own Instagram?
Yes.
Now they do.
And
Now-
so
yeah.
they're depending on Foursquare?
Yes,
Not Facebook Places.
correct.
That
Why?
doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Like, I know you might be the wrong person to ask that question of.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
no, well, because
Follow the dollars.
What they see is,
All right.
I mean, their
always the case.
Facebook users do not check in. That's not something.
They don't.
that
You're right.
Right.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, because you're not going to use checking in. You're not. You don't have that knee jerk reaction to use Facebook for that. You're using
Right.
Foursquare or Yelp or whatever.
Right, because Facebook is a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So there's
Jack of something. Is
Jack,
what it is.
yes, Jack and Coop
Right.
of social media.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the benefit of Foursquare is just the
Right.
amount of data that they have.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
and so if you have that data,
It's all about the data.
right,
It's
valuable.
all about the data.
right, and so Bob was talking about. Were you talking about Jaeger, Bob?
Yes.
Yes, right. So
Jaeger bombs?
Yes.
Jaeger what?
Right,
Jaeger
so-
Bob's, Jaeger bombs.
Chuck Yeager?
Close enough.
What?
Chuck, yes. Moving on. Dave, rescue us.
He's not. He's chucking.
I
the
don't know
feed.
that I can. Yeah,
No.
at this point.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, Dave's not here, man. He's playing Captain Soundboard.
Yeah, exactly. Dave's in geek troubleshooting mode. Go
Yeah.
ahead, carry on.
We think we're actually live right now, so we're
No,
good.
we are. I'm
Oh,
actually.
okay.
You know what? If nothing else, we have I'm
Is this show
impressed, and thank you to the live listeners that are out there who are actually sending me feedback about what's working and what's not, because I am completely troubleshooting blind and listening to our tune-in feed to make sure that it's working and all that fun crap live on the fly. Because apparently something went wrong here last night or earlier today or whenever there was a show going on.
Kids
and
at
one of
home,
the
yeah,
settings
this-
got tweaked.
Yeah, kids at home. This is not us messing with the soundboard.
But like Kevin said, it's really about being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And understanding what someone in understanding intent.
Perspective. We all have them. We don't always use them. But we all have them.
Well, but I mean, okay, so I'm a company. Why do I come to Biznet? Why do I call up and say, Kevin, I have a big bag of money.
Actually, you should call me right now.
What can you do for me in exchange for this big bag of money?
1-800, call Kevin.
Do you have a blind brother that works with you?
He's like, don't even bother calling Biznet. Just call Kevin.
Right.
We
That's right. And Kevin's cell number is.
Yeah. 976.
Oh,
Do
boy.
you have an ugly sister and a blind brother? That'd be great.
we help companies grow.
Wow.
We help companies take their existing leads as well as their current prospects, and we help them develop a relationship before they've ever actually spoken to them, and we help them nurture that relationship. We help them take that person and guide that prospect from initial awareness all the way to I'm ready to buy, and we do it on their terms.
So is this that wonderful buzzword that I've been hearing more and more lately, predictive marketing?
Predictive marketing is part of it.
Okay.
I won't argue with that. I mean, predictive marketing is the same, similar. Looking at the data and deciding what you're going to do next, right? You know, the more data you have, the more intelligently you can market to your prospect. It's that simple.
Now, have you guys all heard the story about how Target got themselves in trouble for sending a coupon for diapers to I think she was 16 years old, and the father found out that his daughter was pregnant based on this.
That was a true story?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So that's
It's
the
a
idea.
good story.
But that's
I'll
how
tell you, it's a good story.
That's
whether
how
it's
data
true.
data comes into play. You know,
Big data
Oh,
is
my
a
gosh.
blessing and a curse, right? So big data knows all.
Oh, well, one of the stories that I shot these guys today that I loved was that there's a company that's marketing a service that will basically tell you when your employees are thinking about quitting.
Come on.
So that's called common sense and intuition, but you can,
Well,
pay, me, you can pay me and I'll tell you.
Yeah, but you know what? Now you got AI that are going to tell the manager for you.
But now you can blame it on Skynet for making the decision, not you.
Thank God.
Danger Will Robinson.
That's the one thing.
Haven't we been thanking God for years for that same thing, right? I mean, it's the same thing.
That's the one thing I'll never understand is whiny people that complain about their jobs on social media. It's like, do you have any idea?
Everything is
like-
discoverable. Like the internet is your permanent record. I mean, you're constantly rewriting your resume every day.
Like your job, get another
Find a different one, right?
We do monitoring.
Like
for
when
a
people
couple
take
of-
pictures of you at the bar and then tag you,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to be
No,
there
no,
with
no.
them. Like
Heather.
Well, I've actually been out with you a couple times. You're like, no tagging
No
today.
tagging.
No
Yeah,
tagging
exactly.
today. No tagging today.
This is the
I'm
no
supposed to be
tag
on
zone.
calls today,
Yeah.
no tagging. Yeah, the no tag zone.
Supposed to be here.
Yeah, just like movie theaters have like
Yeah.
the tinfoil tape around so
That's right.
nobody can make a phone call. That's what they need. No tagging zones.
That's right. Carry around a sign that
here.
unfolds.
Can't there be like
As you take a picture, you put it in front of your face.
It's
This
like
is a
the
no
cone of
tag zone.
silence.
Hashtag no tag zone.
two-factor
love
authentication
the
for
cone of
tagging.
Oh yeah, there you go.
See? I get a notification. Blah 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 wants to tag you here. Do you approve?
No.
Do you approve my tag? I tagged you today.
I'm here with you. It's okay.
Well, okay.
I'm supposed to be here. That's the difference.
Wait, no. I'm at that corporate event. Wait.
Right. Yeah, you're no threat to my marriage.
Yet.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
Although,
so
a
funny.
couple more Tipsy McStaggers trips, who knows?
So, Kevin, I mean, what kind of data are you giving when you're talking about like that nudge? What can you define? Like, what's that nudge?
Honestly, what we do is
Go
we
ahead,
just,
Kevin,
we just
lay out
listen.
your business plan for us.
So
Here, hit record.
What about what he's doing?
Yeah, hit record, right? So there's so marketing automation is it's personalized lead nurturing. There's over 200 technology providers in the space. You've heard of a lot of them. HubSpot would say they're in that space. Marketo, Infusionsoft, Acton, etc. So there's a bunch of technology out there. The challenge with the technology is that nobody knows how to use it. And so you need somebody to hold your hand and say, okay, this is our objective. This is our target market. Here's how you use the technology to your best ability. All right, you listen. What are people? They're going to tell you everything they want. Everybody tells you everything they want if you just listen, right? And so you pay attention, and then you guide the message. You remember Choose Your Own Adventure books when we were kids?
Those are the best.
Yep.
So when we were
So can I keep my thumb on the page?
You can.
With your software in case I don't like the choice that I made?
You can absolutely go.
You did that too?
You can read both pages, Dave. It's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, damn it, the Cave of Time. I wound up with the dragon again. Damn it.
So Choose Your Own Adventure.
How do
books
I
were
get the
great.
princess?
And we all did it. We all looked at both pages.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely we did.
And
But
don't
the
think your
idea
clients
is-
don't do the same thing with your proposal.
But with marketing, you think about it. If you listen to what people want and you let them choose the direction that they take, they'll take themselves down the path, right? They'll buy more, it'll cost you less, and everybody wins.
But I think we're all savvy enough to know that clients don't always make the right decision.
Well, it's a law of averages.
No, but you're making the decision for them. You're just making them realize or making them think they're making it.
Well, it's the
we're
old
also
magician's choice. If
testing.
I put two playing cards on a table and tell you to pick one, do you really think you have a choice?
Right.
No.
No,
I mean,
you don't.
if you pick the card I want you to have, that's the card you picked. If you don't pick that card, well, that's the card I wanted you to eliminate,
Either
and now you
way-
have the card I picked.
Either way, we have the data, and we use the data to improve the model. All right, whatever you pick is irrelevant. We're going to use that data to improve the model.
Right.
Okay. So we listen to enough people, we get it better. Right. I mean, it's never 100%, but it's
Constantly
99,
refine.
You know,
You're constantly refining.
Every single time somebody responds, we're adjusting the response. You know, it's about being intuitive. It's programmatic intuition, if you want to look at it that way.
And isn't that the beauty, though, of digital, right? It's not the ability to be able to go in and make adjustments in real time. Whereas, you think about, can you really go down and change a billboard? I mean, now you can because it's digital.
Yeah.
But again,
it depends on where it's at.
Right. But how are you able to measure that?
It really comes down to whether or not you, as the receiver, trust the messenger. Because it's perspective. If you decide, I trust that messenger, you will listen and accept that message.
I'm going to just give you a fist bump on that.
If you
'cause that's
don't
good
believe
stuff.
the messenger, then you're going to question it. You're not going to believe it. So awareness, trust, future.
It's an age-old thing. With Bob, you know this with sales. People buy from people that they trust.
Nobody
But you
buys-
can't have garbage, a product.
No, you have to solve a problem.
If I go work for some toilet,
Be careful,
some
be
toilet
careful.
unnamed company, they might love me. I might have been
Right.
over there for Christmas. They're not going to buy my garbage.
I get that.
But if there's apples to apples, right, and I'm cool and the other guy's a dick, yeah, they're buying from me.
Exactly.
So, hey, we're bouncing up against a break. We'll be back with Billy Straughter from Social Coop Media. This is the IT and the D Show.
You finally get it right.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And we're back.
Yeah, I truly have no idea what's going on. I got nothing.
We sat there for long enough, just,
Move on. So there's still a pink mustache there.
Boo.
You guys are more than welcome to come rub it
I
out.
love the pink mustache.
Wait, what did you say?
I said you're more than welcome to come and rub the pink mustache if you'd like.
Do I isolate that, Dave?
I will.
That's why I had him repeat it.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just playing.
Been more annoying than it is today. And I'll explain.
Yeah, I was
With
just
all the
looking at you. I
political,
was
with
waiting
all
for
the
it.
political commentary.
No, not even. No, it's every other post is a share of a video.
On
It's like,
BuzzFeed.
yeah, like you'll watch to see. You'll never see something like this again, right? But basically going like, must see this video. You're gonna cry when you find out what happens. And it's like there's these dumb like BuzzFeed centric.
Yeah, I've decided the clickbait formula is basically X did Y, and you'll never believe what happened when Z.
Right.
Or
There's
this funny little trick.
every other
or this
post is that, and it's
Well, that was actually a pretty good algebra equation there.
You just make that up. But it's becoming junk. Nobody's like, I barely have typed a sentence there in once every month, maybe. Just words. Like, it doesn't happen anymore. Everybody's either posting a picture, which I'm fine with, the picture.
So you're saying people are using Facebook to share and post videos as opposed to going to YouTube itself?
No, that's what it's becoming. These viral, these stupid clickbait viral videos, and it's so much. Hollaback! It's garbage.
Oh yes. Do we want to go there today?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We're going to talk about the Hollerback video.
We have to.
We do have to talk about that.
break it down.
I mean, it was just the thing that was really disappointing to me when I watched that is not having full context. Right? We freak out about something. We're like, oh my God, that's the most awful thing.
Wait, explain what it is for those not in the know.
Well, all right. So there was a video that was
Because we're not posting the video.
Yeah. No. All right. So this company or this organization that's all about catcalling women, bringing awareness to that, hired an agency to create a viral video that was a woman walking through the streets of New York for 10 hours.
Yeah, she was some actress
Yes.
or
Right. I think,
actress
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
right.
Right. And so
it was not a homegrown grassroots type of thing.
No,
Her
it
doing
was
it
not.
on her own, not
No,
at all.
Not at all. And so this carefully edited video.
Yeah, because they took 10 hours and dropped it down to less than 2 minutes.
Shoved it down to less, yeah.
Correct. And so they said this was a representation of catcalling in Manhattan, New York. However, if you look, someone actually went and graphed the location. 59% of the time was spent in Harlem.
Yeah.
But why would they do that, Billy?
Oh, shocker. You mean it wasn't manufactured?
For those of you that don't know, what
I'm in
Billy
marketing.
looks
Yeah, for those of you who, I don't know, have lived
Are
in
blind.
a cave. Right.
Are blind.
yeah.
But Dave, you say it all the time. Nobody reads the retraction in the newspapers, right?
I think
Right.
this might be Matt calling us, so let's see how this goes.
Oh,
This-
boy.
This
Uh-oh.
is the IT and the D show. Who's this?
Hello, you're on the air.
And if this, why would the Skype interface work if I can't even get the stupid?
Well, all right. So getting back to the quote unquote, hello,
Yeah, go ahead.
the viral video thing. I love the opposing video, or they did the manufacturing video of the guy walking through the streets of New York.
Sure.
But that was a mockery, though. That
Well, of
wasn't-
course it was.
But again, I'm
it
not
illustrates
saying-
the absurdity by being absurd.
Let me just be clear, though. I'm not saying that may not be an issue, but there was no science behind what they did with this video. It
None.
was strictly made to go viral.
But it was the same thing with
Right.
the kids dropping the F-bombs.
It's called marketing.
Right? I thought that was the
Yeah,
cheapest.
no.
Well,
I get
it's
it.
not even marketing because they weren't trying to market anything.
Well,
they were trying to
they tried to-
manufacture an issue.
No,
they were
they
trying
were
to manufacture.
marketing.
They were
And they
trying
were
to
raising
sell a
awareness.
thought.
Exactly.
They're
Oh,
trying to
Bob's
sell a
Bob's
thought.
favorite cause: raising awareness.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm not going to discount at all the fact that it is an issue with females walking through the city.
Sure.
Like we hear about it all the time in Detroit, right? But this is the wrong way to go about it.
I wasn't happy with the way that they presented it.
Yeah.
No, but what do you think about the
like
kid?
about it?
The kids with the 8-year-olds dropping F-bombs. I mean, I don't even remember what that was about. I remember that it was posted on everyone else's wall for
Just
2
for giggles,
days.
I'm going to see if the caller's actually hooked in now. Anyone? Bueller? Caller?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
You guys suck. I've been trying to prank call you, and you finally answer the phone, and it works, and it's just the moment's over.
The moment's over.
And
that's what she said, literally.
I mean, I can't even prank call you guys.
How about
because
announce that you're going to prank
just
call
figured
while
it
you're
out.
prank calling? Isn't that
This is actually worse than the person asking how they get on the show.
How do I listen to the show?
Well, if things weren't broken, we would have been more accurate. So anything in
It sounds
particular?
like,
or
it sounds
just-
like you're the people that broke the show on Sunday.
Hey, you know what? I did not break the show, okay?
Yeah, you know you
I
did.
ran the board perfectly fine. Whatever happened
Mhm.
is not my fault. Ricky was the last one to touch it when I was done.
You're right. Where's
By
that
the way,
bell?
hi guys, it's Kate.
I figured it was you, Kate. How are you, man?
Okay. I was going to try to prank call you, and I was going to do something where I was, like, really stupid and going to ask you questions about my computer.
Everything you do is kind of stupid.
Kind of like this entire call so far.
Moment's over. Moment's over.
All right, well, go have fun.
I was going to go for it. Oh, fine.
Nice talking to you.
And we're never going to get those 30 seconds back.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
gone.
what are your thoughts on that? On the F-bomb, the kids?
I think it's
8-year-old?
cheap. I think it's weak. I think it's garbage. I think it's a joke. I think it's weak sauce. What's another word I can use? Give me the thesaurus.
Yeah. Well, anytime you have marketing, you're going to have people that do it poorly.
Well, you can't.
I mean, it's one thing. Like I want to
You can't force it.
You can't manufacture outrage.
people
You
will
can't
continue
manufacture.
Yeah, but
Can't
people
and
will
shouldn't
continue
are
to
two
do it.
different things.
But like everyone
Yeah.
talked about it, like, oh my god, these kids are swearing. But again, though, this is how it worked. I don't know
so
what they
you
talked about.
can manufacture
And yet,
outrage.
here we are talking about it.
Haven't you heard?
But I don't know what the message was.
Yeah, but you know what? No one listens to this show.
Yeah, I just.
It's like that commercial with that guy doing that thing, but you don't know what car it was. You know,
Oh, dude, it's every Super. How many times do we sit there like watching the Super Bowl at your house, and it's like, wow, that was a great commercial.
What
Who
were
the
they
hell was that
advertising?
for?
Yeah.
Was it Doritos or Fritos? Oh.
Yeah, was it Doritos or GM?
The only reason I know is Matthew McConaughey drives a Lincoln is because of South Park.
Okay, so should
That
we,
and SNL.
Can we talk about the Doritos flavored Mountain Dew?
Yes, please.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So we have Joel calling in from New Hampshire. I recognize this number.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Is this thing on?
Joel, we don't even know if our shit is on at this point, man, to be perfectly candid with you. Can you actually hear us?
Well, so just so you know, it works if you click on the bottom, which I've been trying to describe on the.
That's
on,
what she said.
Right.
like every single way to communicate in without calling in. I've been saying if you can actually click on the bottom where it says current track, which right now it says Bob, this segment sucks.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's perfect.
That's
By the
perfect.
way, Bob _ this segment sucks.
What?
You click on that and it opens up in my VLC player, and that works perfectly, but not so much in any other realm. But
Is there a hashtag attached to that?
No other show actually does live tech support on the air. I love it.
That's the sound drop I was trying to play when I was trying to test to see if stuff works. Was the Bob, this segment
all
sucks.
you need is a sound drop of a sad trombone, which is like wow, wow.
Oh no,
wow.
we know.
Oh no, I have it. Unfortunately, I can't get sound to play right now. So what point would that be?
Exactly.
We'll just rely on
because we haven't had music during the breaks and all that kind of sort of
Just
stuff.
Dave going, shh, quiet.
Yeah, it was Dave. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's our break right there. Yeah. All right. So how's it going, Joel? Anything you want to chime in on, man?
Well, I have a lot of stuff to chime in on, but not enough time.
Story of our lives.
Good talk, Russ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, great talk. Thanks.
Yeah, well,
We bill out at 100 an hour. You know this.
I agree with everything everyone said.
Wow.
That'll be a sound drop. Perfect.
You know what? You're now part of our intro.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, have a good night, man.
All right, you do the same.
So going back to the 8-year-old girls, what was that about? Do you remember what that was about?
Going back to the
I have no
8-year-old
idea.
girls. What?
No, but they were dropping
Yeah, they were dropping F-bombs.
F-bombs, screaming about because I have 8-year-old kids, I have 10-year-old, and I think I'm going to let them drop F-bombs for a cause.
But
No.
But I did see a lot of positive reactions from women in my Facebook newsfeed.
About that actress walking
All I
through
know
New
is
York
I've
City.
never been happier that we have beer in the studio than
about
tonight.
that and
All right.
the 8-year-olds that they approved the message.
They
that-
approved the message?
the underlying message that was being delivered by the 8-year-olds.
Wow.
I mean, I can see the point. It's manufactured, it's garbage, it's BS, but it's bringing awareness to
That's exactly what it was meant to do.
and it wouldn't have yesterday, But is that what is becoming of?
Yes,
it's the death of Facebook. It's
Well,
not what
it's the death of social media because at some point people are not going to trust it anymore. They're going to think it's all manufactured. They're going to think it's all artificial.
The clickbait stuff
if
is
they don't already.
Well, and that was one of the stories that I shot you guys today was that basically there was a study that came out that the reason why all of the viruses and spam and bullshit
People click on them?
proliferate through Facebook is that people are like Facebook has made people too dumb to know what
it's
is
the
real and
AOL
what
of
is
the
spam.
modern age.
Trust
It's
everything.
the AOL of the modern age.
Like how many?
They're in their walled garden.
At least once
playing
a
their
day.
stupid Farmville thing.
Oh yeah, at least once a day. There's some stupid Empire News or
Yes.
whatever others BS website that comes across.
How many people have died? No, how many people post like the fake hoaxes? Why do they do that? Explain to me why they do that.
Because people have way
Newman
too much
died, and-
too much time on their hands.
No, there was like MSNBC.website or something I saw, and it was like Newman died, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Newman died from Seinfeld," and then everyone goes to that website.
R.I.P. baby.
Right, but he's not dead.
Well, yeah, because then it's got to be
I know.
everybody jump on the sadness bandwagon, and yeah.
I'm so sad about people I don't know.
Well, and
So there should be a litmus test.
Well, but no,
Don't retweet until you've verified. Is that what it is?
Well, no, there's Bob's theory. Well, I'm so sad that Rodney Dangerfield's dead because I miss him.
No, he's not. Just rent his movies.
Pop easy money in. It still works.
You only knew him as you knew. No, here's what
It's like you weren't friends with him in real life. Shut up.
This is what pisses me off. It's like Chris Farley died. I'm so sad. And it's like, well, all you knew him was what you saw of him on TV. You never shook hands. You never ate dinner. You never broke bread, right? Well, think of all the things that he could have done. I'm like, you selfish bitch.
They could have all sucked.
Right. But
Right, exactly.
I mean, what was Rodney Dangerfield?
Look at
made a
John
crap-
Candy's last film before he died. It
Right.
sucked.
Yeah, Canadian Bacon.
Canadian
Yeah,
Bacon
with
did
that,
not
yeah.
suck.
Oh, it sucked.
Rodney Dangerfield's last movie sucked. I don't even. It was. Oh my god! If I'll show you, I gotta look it up
After
on IMDb.
Back to School, they all sucked.
No, there was when he had like.
I actually agree. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that one.
Back to School was phenomenal.
Well, yeah, Back to School was.
Robin Williams could have done some amazing things. He did a Snickers
No.
commercial. You were going to miss him doing another Snickers commercial? Get over yourself and your selfish ass and watch Mrs. Doubtfire and shut your pie hole.
Bob, Mrs. Doubtfire 2 won't happen now.
Oh, no. Kiss my ass. Watch something else.
Somebody get Bob a Snickers.
Jeez.
Give him a Slim Jim for crying out loud.
No, it drives me bonkers. Selfish people. Dude dies because of depression. Well, it's so sad. Imagine he could have done so many more movies.
Well, though, but of course now
Whatever.
everybody's posting the.
But it doesn't
you know,
disappear.
If you were sad about Robin Williams and you're making fun of Amanda Bynes as she goes through her
Whatever.
depression meltdown, then you're the
Next.
problem.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm
Whatever.
so depressed I make so many millions of dollars for doing nothing. I hate people.
But she's bringing awareness to mental
Are we up
illness.
against a break yet?
Bring awareness to
No,
you.
we have no breaks.
We're just
gonna
going to keep going because there's no
And he's
music.
going
There's
to
no.
You finally get your wish, Jeff. There are no breaks.
Can we go to a break?
Fantastic! Yay! Can we
to a
go
break
for
and I
like 7 segments?
We tried that once.
We
and
did.
Bob had a meltdown.
Well, we actually have another entire.
Billy, have you
growler
played with
here.
Aloe yet?
Hello.
Is
Seriously.
it gone already?
Hello.
Please, I hope, but no, it's not.
Have they
What was
started
the
selling
point?
ads yet?
I have no idea. I've never been on it.
You never? Okay,
No.
I got an invite and I went
That's
on
like.
it.
Were you ever on app.net? The Twitter
Yes.
killer thing.
Mm-hmm.
That went away, did it?
It did.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's still around in some form.
But nobody uses it.
There are people.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Again,
There are
that's the
people.
whole social media thing. You know, if you have to pay to play, you're going to get like fanboys, and then they realize that none of their friends want to join because they don't want to pay. They're not going to join, so therefore it dies on the vine.
Yeah, the platforms are going to come and go. Right? It's,
I like Google Plus.
Well, well.
I
No,
don't
Google
care about
Plus
the platform.
dangles.
I just
Google
go where the
Plus
people go.
Plus dangles the carrot. We're going to give you better search results if you use Google Plus.
I call BS on that one.
You know, it's still Google. They can do whatever they want.
They can do what they want.
Yeah.
They can force the issue.
I still get people that share
Force the issue.
they like share stuff from Google Plus to me. I'm like, will you stop? Will you just
Stop trying
Yeah.
to make Google Plus happen.
How do I
It's
opt?
not gonna happen.
Never going to happen.
How do I? Yeah, exactly. How do I opt out of notifications that somebody posted a motivational meme?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like
Sorry,
a
Bob.
Chrome plug-in that would, yeah.
Give this man $950,000.
Confucius say, he who go to sleep with itchy butt, wake up with smelly finger.
Exactly.
And I'm going to post that meme every day.
Stop
I'm going to
it.
inspire someone to wake up, to bathe.
I'm gonna.
I can't even right now. It's so awful.
If I could see just
Why do people
another
do that?
social meme.
Kevin, why
But
do
I
people...
just want to know how you came up with the stinky finger.
It's a
Oh, that's like
because
the
it
old- one of the
sums them
oldest
up
ones in
so
the book.
perfectly. They're all so stupid.
Confucius say,
Men in glass house dress in basement. Yeah.
he who go through airport turnstile sideways with heart on, go to Bangkok.
Wow.
Is this thing on?
We're a classy set of individuals
I
with
am
no
going to
breaks.
come back just to listen every
Someone
week.
break out the champagne because there's a lot of class going
Wait, this
on
is the
right
fifth segment, right?
By default, yes.
Are we on? This is segment 4. Hey, it's 10:30.
We can't take a break, Bob.
Wait,
I've
there
already
are
been
no
shunned.
No. I know, but it's 10:30. It's segment 4 here, the IT and the D show from the Raw Radio X studios.
I'll add the breaks in later.
Beautiful Detroit, Michigan.
Wait, everyone stop talking.
This is a previously recorded episode of the the IT in the D show.
This is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. This is segment 4, episode 65. The IT in the D show.
I'm impressed that you remember that.
Matt, drink.
Never forget. Never forget.
Never.
So what the hell's going on with segment?
I can get breaks to work this way.
Oh. No.
No.
Too late.
No. The moment's
It
over.
The
Stop.
ship sailed.
Just turn it off.
All right.
That ship sailed.
Yeah. That was like an hour and a half ago. What else do we have on our list, by the way?
Where the hell were you at segment 1?
Well, we never talked about the
trying to make
the
crap work.
Doritos flavored Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
want some Doritos
What
flavored
do they
Mountain
call
Dew.
that, by the way? There was actually a name for it.
You can't be good.
Free do or
No,
Doree-do or something? Doree-do?
Do it.
I don't know. It sounded like a name. Like
The fact that none of us can remember.
I did see a
makes-
genius merchandising thing going on at Target where when Call of Duty...
Merchandising?
When Call of Duty broke, Billy, they put Call of Duty in the middle shelf on an end cap, and they put
Did you say
Doritos...
Duty?
Yeah, Call of
He
Duty.
said
No,
Duty.
D-U-T-Y, not D-O-D-I-E. Big difference. NT.
Oh, it's Doritos.
Doritos.
That's right.
But they put the Call of Duty
You
Xbox
can do
games
it.
in the middle of the end cap.
that's
Doritos on top, Mountain Dew on the bottom. Cross merchandising.
Yeah, well played, Target. Well
done.
played.
Yes.
Yes.
That one took
So,
5 minutes to get out.
There is the fascinating little website that's out there that
What
has
now?
basically found and discovered over 73,000 unsecured video cameras in homes and businesses across the world,
Oh, yeah, they're all being slaved.
including military. No, they just...
Just setting up the default.
No, this website has found that these cameras are up and running, and they have the default password still attached to them.
Yeah, they're broadcasting it on the webpage.
And so go ahead and hook into it via this website and
Yep.
see what's going on, in government facilities.
Oh, fantastic.
What's that website, Dave?
It is, you know what, I had it in the email that I shot to these guys. I'll find it. Keep talking.
Because how am I going to check it out if you don't tell me?
Oh, because
That's great radio.
We're absolutely going to publish it because, well, what fun would it be if we're not going to tell people how to be jerks?
73,000, you said?
Oh, at least over.
Yeah. 73,000 in 256 countries.
Yes.
This is the
No,
modern...
seriously, keep talking while I'm trying to.
No,
find it.
this is a modern version of war driving, right? So, like, everyone doesn't know how to turn off their default password or change it
It's
for their routers.
insecam.com.
There you go. That's it.
INSE?
Yes.
Yeah, like insecure camera. It's insecam.com.
Yes.
I'm
And
just
let's see,
hoping
we
I
have,
don't have one in my
there
living
are
room.
11,000 in the United States. We have another 6,500 in Korea.
What if you could see my living room through there?
Let's find out. Let's see. What do we have?
Well, actually, that's a good question. Does it pull in the Xbox 360 camera?
Connect? No.
So
Why not? I mean,
It doesn't broadcast.
well,
as
your
far as
Xbox
Bob
360 is connected to the internet if you have a live account.
Yeah, but it's not broadcasting publicly.
So far as you know, Bob.
As far as you know.
Great. Watch me sit on the couch in my underpants playing Battlefield.
I have.
Well, didn't we talk about that in
Good
a
luck with
previous
that.
show where, like, some people...
No,
with-
just tell us when Bo's having coffee in the morning. We'll be fine.
Pan right.
That's right. Pan down.
Oh, my.
Of all the time for me to not have sound available. But yeah, no. So there are. I mean, there are tens of thousands of cams that are hooked in through the site that are just wide open. And laughably,
The fact that the government facilities
Well, no,
are
it's
wide
a-
open,
well,
it's so sad.
No, the best part is they reached out to every time they find one, they try to reach out
Right,
and say,
no.
hey, your cam's open.
This is totally a white hacker thing. Like, I'm going to give you 30 days to respond to my, hey, you've got this thing wide open, but if you don't respond on that 31st day, guess what? I'm broadcasting.
Oh no, the best part is the military facilities are coming back and saying, talk to the Pentagon.
Oh, great. Yeah, so that goes everywhere.
Like they've actually got those emails where, like, okay.
I would just publish that letter.
They did. That was.
How do you think Dave knows they said that? Jesus.
Playing along, you idiot.
You're an idiot.
Hey, well, let's
Just
open
play
another
along
caller.
for once.
I don't know when you're playing, when you're not. What else is going on?
Well, so we do have, and I was going to dive into this earlier when we were talking about Verizon. Verizon does now have the looming lawsuit regarding all of their persistent cookie usage.
Is this the broadcast ID thing that Verizon and AT&T were doing for web browsing?
Yeah, so I mean, basically, like when you're hooking in through your, phone or whatever else.
Yeah, when you're not on a Wi-Fi connection, when
Yeah,
you're
they're
actually
attaching.
using.
Yeah, they're attaching, a header that basically is a unique identifier
it's a broadcast
for your.
ID.
Yeah. For your presence, and this guy basically proved that he was getting tracked across like 8 states as he was driving across the U.S.
What?
Yeah,
And it wasn't just Verizon; it's AT&T's doing the same
But
thing.
tracked how? What are they doing with the data?
Well, so what they're doing?
Nobody
is
knows. That's the point.
So what they're doing?
I know
so
exactly what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
They're using it to sell other stuff to you.
Well,
they're talking to Kevin.
They are. I'm buying it. I'm buying it, Bob.
Yeah. So blame Biznet. Biznet is .net is whatever.
Yeah. Don't blame Bob. It's easier.
Yeah, Bob. We're gonna go with Bob.
Are there,
So
I'm
what-
some guy here. Are they pushing like Verizon, like targeting? Like what? Are
No,
they,
so what they're doing
I
is-
have a Verizon phone. They're not sending me texts.
No,
They're
no,
not
no.
just giving me-
They're what they're doing is they're attaching a unique identifier to your cell phone when you're browsing the web on a 4G or 3G or LTE
Bob,
connection.
they know where you've been.
No, it's no. It's
I'm
not
not shy
location.
about
They're-
where I've been.
No, they're keeping.
No. I mean, on his web.
It's not a location thing.
I don't
They're-
care about
they're-
where he's been physically. I mean, where he's been browsing.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
I know which websites you've been to, Bob.
So does the NSA.
Don't
How
mean a
cares?
thing.
I don't.
Just so you
you
know.
know what? At this point, I don't even care anymore.
You can't escape the internet.
Obviously.
You can't stop the world. I want to get off.
Well, no, it's like we've said a million times. You know what? You want to get me to like hook into something or buy into something? Tell me you're going to send my wife my browsing history. I'll opt into whatever you need to make
I'll
that.
pay
not
you to send it to her.
Well, that was a joke I told my new attorney
She
friend.
should
that,
see this.
I told him our joke about when I die I have my little do not resuscitate bracelet that actually has erase my browser history on it instead of resuscitate me.
How'd that go? I tried to. I just went through a purge and downloaded the history on everything, and then I got to like relog into half my websites, and it's a big pain in the ass, and I hate it. I did the cookies too and everything.
No, I know what you mean,
just
yeah.
but it's like it's almost not even worth it to delete everything just because of the
Just
crap.
do it once a month.
Yeah, I try to. It's. I don't. I'm old enough where I don't even go on the stupid. Like we were talking about the other day. I'm like I was in a data center with a 100 meg handoff to the core switch that was one ping, one off the NAP.
So like surfing the web is like changing the channels on the TV. It's that fast.
It was I was pulling 500. I could pull 500K down watching live video.
Yeah.
And we had direct feeds into like Consumption Junction and Steak and Cheese, and my life's been forever ruined. So like at this point in my life now, like I don't even care. Like I don't even go. Like go to this website. It's gross. I've seen it. I already know. I like.
You've been so
Bob is ruined
numb
forever.
Oh, completely destroyed. Consumption Junction destroyed. Like everything that I could ever wish for.
There's
hope for
nothing
is
that you
amazing.
could possibly think of that is so grotesque that somebody hasn't already had a website for.
No, I've been shocked, awed. There's stuff that I've seen that I
You can't
unsee.
It's in
That's
my
awful.
head.
That's
It's-
the problem. You can't unsee.
It's I don't even bother anymore. I literally read the news and I go to fantasy football, and I go to Facebook, and that's it now.
You don't go to Google Plus?
Because you're afraid.
I'm not I want to say I'm not afraid, but I don't even want to know what's because there's always what's next, right? It's like in comedy movies, like National Lampoon's Vacation versus like This Is 40. Like the level of jokes have like jumped up like tenfold. It's like I don't even want to know what's in the internet anymore. Just don't even.
You just compared National Lampoon's Vacation to This Is 40.
Well, I'm just saying a comedy movie like 20 years ago to a comedy movie today, like the level of joke is I don't even want to know what's behind the door number 3 on the internet anymore. Just don't even tell me, please. Like
You wouldn't get it anyway.
I know. Those kids these days. Well, kids don't go out anymore. All they do is freaking go on the internet.
Or text.
Or they're texting like Billy right now. He doesn't.
Somebody throw a Slim Jim at him.
I want to take 100.
I'm awake.
I want to do like guys' weekend. Go somewhere and like $100 bets on like leave your phone in the car in the glove box the whole weekend. I don't think half my friends could do it.
I could do it.
There's no way you could do it.
I'd totally.
Wasn't that a thing a few years ago where everyone leaves their phone in a little bin at the center table of a restaurant, and the first person that grabs their phone has to pay the bill?
Yeah,
Yes.
that should still be a thing.
Yeah. Should do that at the bar.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
But then we can't Instagram our food. Tell everyone how beautiful, how nice it is.
I can't check in on Swarm, Foursquare, Yelp, whatever stupid thing it is.
I get checked into places that the people aren't even with me. Like I just got checked in here from the people that called in the show. Like you're not even.
How
here.
is that possible?
It's not. You're not here. You can't.
That should go back to your whole two-factor authentication.
Exactly. Let me decide. Now I'm going to go in there and get my name off.
But if you're listening to the show, you can check in.
Do we make IT and the D a thing here yet?
I believe you have.
I tried to find it. I didn't.
No, I got to do it.
Make
Some
that-
stupid
Stop
Google
procrastinating,
rule
get on
thing.
that.
Are we done yet?
No, we're still looking at time.
Kevin, what else you got going on?
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I don't know.
Trying
What
to
else you
change
got
the
going
world.
on?
All right, I have a
One-
question.
one bob at a time.
I want to know.
Go ahead, Bill.
So,
Go ahead.
Like, so as being an entrepreneur, starting out early, what are some of the challenges or how do you react to challenges differently today than you did when you first started?
Well, I'm a lot smarter than I was back then because I did everything the wrong way the first few times. The more times you hit your head against the wall, the smarter you get. I hope.
So what's the wrong way versus the right way?
I don't know what it is. It's the ignorant way versus the wise way, and you only get wisdom through beating your head against the wall, I guess. But I feel like I got it figured out. I feel like I'm learning.
Any words of wisdom you'd give to someone thinking about taking the leap?
Fail faster.
All right.
Take the mistake. Do it. Jump. Hurt. Feel.
I think not you, but I'm just saying that I think there's we always talk about egos. That people like I didn't fail. I could never fail. My ego's too big to allow me to fail.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm just saying
the best things that you can do.
I think the best entrepreneurs are the ones that are humble enough to realize that I failed. I messed up. I goofed.
The only way you learn is to fail.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no lesson that comes any other way.
I mean, there are times that I failed that I haven't been pleased about it, but I've always looked at it as
You're
a
never
lesson.
happy.
How can I learn?
It always hurts.
Right? How can I learn from the mistakes that I've made as an entrepreneur? And how do I fix that? And then even, how can we give back? How can we help the next person coming up behind us not make that same mistake? But sometimes you just have to make that mistake.
I think everybody has to make mistakes.
Nobody owns them though, because I'm dealing with something today at work where, I'm dealing with two-tier distribution, right? Where I'm the manufacturer, there's an integrator, right, and there's a customer, and stuff went sideways, and people are pointing the fingers at us, and they're like, well, no, because they're trying to take the blame off of them, try to make themselves look good by blaming us. Well, that does you no good by blaming.
I agree.
With me, I'll take blame if it's my fault or not, and just saying, let me help fix it, right? And you don't get that. I don't see that anymore at all from anyone.
Take blame every single time you let me.
That's what I'm saying. Even if it's
the situation instantly and allows me to get past it.
Yeah, just go ahead. And I even said,
Blame me. I don't care.
I even said, I'm going to call the customer. We're going to fix it. They're like, no, you got to figure it out first. I'm like, well, because I'm just going to call and say, hey, I got this. Let me fix it. Let me help fix it. And it's amazing to me that it doesn't happen.
He who allows himself to be held accountable wins.
That's
Hold
what
me accountable. Hold me accountable.
That's kind of my flat. I don't want to say
It's
my
amazing
philosophy,
what
too.
you can accomplish when you don't worry about who gets the credit.
If you're going to fire me, then fire me. It means I screwed up. Okay? And guess what? I make mistakes every single day. But I also perform miracles every single day. So which one do you want?
You walk on water?
I haven't got that one down yet. But you get my point. My point is
absolutely.
I help people every day too. I mean, I make mistakes. I'm not always right. But 9 out of 10 times when people who listen to me, they win.
But it amazes me the egos out there with everyone that has to be right, and it's always someone else. It boggles my
Those
mind.
are the same people that blame others.
Religiously, they blame others.
Are
It's
some
your
of your
fault for me being on this show right now.
No, actually, it's
I
your
don't
fault
know,
for
you're
being on this
here.
show right now, which we actually haven't even talked about. So let's talk about Wednesday night.
Oh boy!
And what a great idea that is.
Yeah,
Because don't get me wrong,
what'd you do?
The last time around, it led to probably one of the most fun nights I've had in a long time over at Rogers Roost, because the pregame just turned into the game because the event got canceled due to weather.
Yeah, so I am the head of education for Social Media Club Detroit. And for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to have IT and the D come in and talk about how not to suck at LinkedIn. Do you guys have any sort of preview on what visitors can expect on Wednesday night?
We gave you the presentation.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it. Can you give me
It starts with "Don't be that guy."
We're bringing in somebody with us. He's going to stand next to us and say, "See him here,
Not
like
that.
not him." Like, watch it. Look at his LinkedIn. Everything he does, no, not you.
give me the
Nothing.
Cliff Note version.
Not a thing that is on his LinkedIn that you should do ever. If you ever want to live and survive, know him.
Right.
That's our presentation.
No, I mean, it's like every don't be that guy. Every the 10 Commandments of networking and all that other stuff. We're not really focused on what you should do because that's completely fluid and changes constantly. I mean, it's like Facebook security controls. Why even bother? We're focused on what not to do. So I mean that's why it's how not to suck, because regardless of what changes, regardless of how the fluidity goes, regardless of any of that other nonsense, there are some simple, basic, common things that you can do that will kill you on Facebook. They just make you the most annoying person on the planet. LinkedIn. That will make you the most annoying person on the planet that nobody ever wants to talk to. Like, I mean, I was stunned, and it didn't take long for us to come up with profiles of people in our network that, for what it's worth, we blacked out their names. There was the guy who had his LinkedIn professional network picture, which is him sitting on his couch, hunched over his laptop, shirtless, with like Cheetos and like 19 empty Mountain Dew bottles.
Bob.
And the worst part is he's not even a developer. Like that's
I don't take pictures when I'm in that state of dress, Kevin. No, but the most egregious
seeking a high-level executive position.
Yeah.
Right.
The most egregious, though, to me, is if you're a lion. Like, just knock it off. Like, you're dead to me. Like, I don't accept anybody that
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
LinkedIn. What is it? LinkedIn
Open Networker.
Then I accept everybody because I have 10,000 things of people I don't know.
Because LinkedIn is a video game, and there's points if you get a high score.
But I don't get what people think. Why they think that's
So,
advantageous. I'd love to know.
I'm not an open networker. However, I'm in multiple follower mode right now because I now
Follow is one thing.
I now can publish on LinkedIn, and everybody I'm connected to gets a ping from me. And that is a beautiful thing as a marketer.
Unless you do it every day, and then I hate you.
Well, I don't do it every day.
You know
You
who
don't
I
hate
hate?
me.
I hate the people that download my email from a group, and then they add me to their email list that I can't unsubscribe from.
That is annoying. Anybody
I've
that
gotten
does
that once,
sucks.
and I hate
Isn't that against the law?
Well, it is.
Well,
but,
kinda.
But,
But just like 8-year-olds using the F-bomb.
Right. Exactly.
People are going to do.
Well, the other one is when you just get the generic, I would like to connect with you on LinkedIn. That's it.
I'm sorry about
and
that.
you
Bob.
are
but the thing, like, hey,
I just figured you knew who I was.
can't you type out like,
So-
hey, Billy, I met you last week at the networking event. Love to have a cup of coffee with a signed love, Bob. You're shaking your head like that's stupid.
love?
No.
You'd rather get the I'd connect with you like the generic.
Well, no.
No, he wants the love.
I want the love.
Remind me how I met
and
you.
I want you to give me XO and XO.
Remind me how I met
I
you.
will. As long as you have the XOs.
I'll give you the parentheses
kisses.
underscore X underscore parentheses. That's what I'm going to give you next time. That's a butthole in
Is that
text.
what that
Yeah,
is?
exactly. Type it out.
Oh, then I'm not shaking my head yes.
No, but remind me how I met you. You know how many randoms, like, you know, like, seriously, there's days where I get like 10, 12. I have no idea who, you know, I know if you're from Singapore, I didn't meet you. But if you're, you know, tell me why you want to meet me. Like, hey,
And could you do that, by the way? Because LinkedIn makes it so easy to unfriend somebody.
you know what? It took me like 10 minutes, but I did it. I don't care. I didn't care. But the point of the matter is, like, you know, Kevin, you bring up some points about like, hey, you know, I'm getting access to people as a marketer. But dude, there's such a line to alienate and to rub people the wrong way.
if you rub them the wrong way, you're not doing your job right.
That's what I'm saying. The guy brought zero value and he just flooded.
So I see it too, and I know what you mean when you say don't be that guy. I get it. I mean, it's a fine line. You got to be respectful. You got to be respectful of your audience. You got to take care of them. You got to nurture them.
I'm not calling. I got customers that are on that I'm dialed into, like right I'm relationships from CFOs down to the rep, right? And do you think I call them every day? No, there's no.
Well, if you did, you'd be that guy.
That's what I'm saying, right? There's tact. There's so many levels of tact that people on LinkedIn or anyone from that matter doesn't follow.
So yeah, I mean any LinkedIn connection, any Twitter follower, any Facebook follower, or whatever it is, you treat that as a privilege, and you have to provide value, right, to those people.
Everybody can run the risk of becoming stalkerish, crazy. You know, as soon as you do that, you're over. So don't do it.
But I also think as a sales guy, if I put all my eggs, like you can. I was at this point in my life where there was
dating.
There was levels of desperation. No, it's totally like dating. We talk about it all the time. It's a level of desperation. Yeah. If you're dating 3 girls, you walk into Blackfin, you're not going to be like, please date me. I even talk to him.
Bob's DJing, and then I'm going to go hang out by the DJ box and go, how you doing?
See? They all did it because they knew the girls all came up to me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but even if you go beyond LinkedIn, I'm just thinking about just the other day I was shopping for something online, and now I'm being retargeted. But it's understanding how many times do you need to retarget someone. Like there's a point where it becomes just absolutely annoying versus a gentle reminder.
So you're not
Billy,
always going to get it right.
Billy,
you're not always going to retarget the right person at the right time, but you are going to retarget people who are going to buy from you, and the people you annoy weren't going to buy from you anyway. So as a marketer, you win.
Billy, I ordered
There's a balance.
I ordered
I
Billy.
understand.
There's a balance, and it's finding that balance.
It is, but it's
and
hard
maybe
to
I'm
find
just
that
being a
balance.
little harsh as a marketer myself, right?
Maybe.
Billy, I ordered Loot Crate for my kids. Comes once a month. I'm a monthly subscriber.
Right.
I pay so-and-so $15 a month. Right? Do they need to email me every 2 days?
No.
They do. Just knock it off.
Dude, I told you,
knock it off.
I
Like,
ordered
Just hit
checks.
the unsubscribe link at the bottom of the email.
But I don't
Yeah,
want
but it's also on the
It
marketer.
hurts me when you
to-
unsubscribe
to-
from my emails, just so you know.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
I did years
But again,
ago.
but again, this goes back to the fine line of how much is too
Right.
much.
And it comes down to it's on the marketer to understand how to segment their list.
Exactly.
I bought a
literally
t-shirt.
get an email every other day from the place where we ordered checks from. Guess how often I order checks?
Once every 2 years.
That is a
Soon to
segmented
be
list.
like
Do I
never.
need an email every 2 effing days?
But see, that's just the marketer.
Billy,
being
I ordered
lazy
the,
of
I'm
it.
sorry, but for every person that you annoy, there's going to be someone that buys.
So that's the spam.
Well, that's spam 101.
I don't believe
But I
that.
will
No,
never.
I'm
I will
kidding.
never.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I
It's
believe
not.
the closer you get to getting it right, the better your sales.
Sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
I ordered a T-shirt from DonkeyTees.com. Merry Christmas, shitters full. You know, for the, and I get an email.
How did you find him?
I've gotten like
Tees.com.
Yeah.
I didn't know such a thing existed, but now
Oh,
I
I
gotta-
know.
Kevin, you have no idea.
I know.
But I get an email now going, review the T-shirt. You didn't review the T-shirt. Will you please review the T-shirt? Like every day for the last 6 days now.
I want
Am I
my
pretty?
$2.
Am I pretty?
Yeah, I
Do I look
know.
good in this?
Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time?
I want my $2.
Was it good for you? Was it good for you? Was it good for you? Was it
I
good for
see
you?
the
Why haven't you called me yet?
All right, how not to suck at LinkedIn, Detroit Regional Chamber,
Yes.
Wednesday,
Let the beatings begin.
6:30.
Assuming the building doesn't fall down.
That's right. Or there's no snowmageddon.
I'm bringing a flask.
Right, because there's us walking into church, and then there's us walking into the chamber.
Last time I was in that office was the infamous. Well,
The original that
the
guy.
original. Don't be that guy. That was the last time I was in that room.
I've never been in the building.
It's actually a nice view of the river.
There's a nice view of the river.
We should ask the CIO over there why he registered
Don't even stop
DetroitNet.net.
it. You guys be on your best behavior.
This
You don't-
is our best behavior.
Billy, you know who you're dating.
That's right. You do who you got involved with. That's right. You get the same speech our wives get.
You can't fix crazy.
You know who you picked.
I left no stone unturned in this relationship, Billy.
That's right. You brought us to the Lions game. You know what you got.
To think that I'm going to behave at a chamber event. Oh, my God. I'm going to sit there like, what was the guy's name? Bill, we don't have to say his whole name. Wore like the digital name tag, and he would go to every event.
Oh, yes.
And he would be like, "Do you want to get a membership? Do 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 you like that was his all day long? Like I don't even. The guy didn't sleep. That's all he talked. Like he sat up in bed and rocked and said, "Chamber membership. How about you sign up for a chamber
All I know
membership?"
is I'm going to hand out the business cards that I got from Mike at that event.
What do they say?
You're going to check you, this.
This will be great radio. Just carry out amongst yourselves. For
It's really big letters, F dash dash dash, like the holy grail of words. And then there's a bunch of check boxes like this, you, that. They're amazing. They're amazing to give to people. But you got to check a box though. You can't just give them to them plain.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I want some of these.
I know. I told him he's onto something with these.
I think every business owner should have them.
I'm just going to hand these to people I don't like.
Right.
Hence his point.
I just give away. He did make asshole parking cards. I gave to a couple people.
I think he wants you to keep that.
Oh, I'll keep it. I'll just have to buy some.
He checked you. Didn't you? Did you get that message?
Yeah. Huh?
Where'd you get that?
Michael Mode. He was a guest on our show. He's a great guy, got a great sense of humor, and accidentally comes up with really great ideas sometimes.
If you're a magician, you only work once a month. You sit around all day and you come up with a lot of really, So, hey, we bounce up to the end of the show?
We actually are, and I don't think the ending of the show is going to run, so people are
No.
just going to have to deal with it
right.
as it is. I'll try to reactivate the source, and hopefully music will start playing. We'll see what happens.
Fair enough. This is the IT and the D show. We'll see you next week.
I'll add the breaks and all that crap in when we're done. Yeah, because...
Beat it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Beat it.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Look out, Flash!
What? Don't move! Stay where you are!
Long live Flash! You've saved your Earth. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. It's game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off! Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
You're in your underwear. I'm in my underwear. Hey, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Bear me.
Why would Buick put their cars next to the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
It's brilliant.
Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
Are we at a break yet?
I may have to wipe the geek off. I can't say no, and I don't really want to.
Well, especially with the back doors open.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
I don't care.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
This is the native man.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
Shut up. Stop talking.
I'm so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city.
I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Hell yeah.
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.
You're not very informative, but wow, are you entertaining.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.